And now we have California Republican Congressman David Valadao coming to us from Gaetz camera, I believe, there in Capitol Hill. So we had to switch the microphones there. But Congressman, I want to go to you now. Today you called a motion to vacate politics at its worst. How do you reconcile that this came from your own party?
You know, this is one of the frustrating things that we deal with, and this isn't a new thing. I mean, through this whole process, one of his biggest criticisms is that we haven't moved the appropriations process. But it was the inability to get some of these guys to vote for the rule to even bring these bills to the House floor. We knew that they weren't going to vote for it before we left for August recess, so we held off. When we came back, we called the vote. We saw that they're voting against them, and they continue to vote against them. And then their criticism is we can't move anything. I mean, when you're the one throwing the roadblocks up and then criticizing that there are roadblocks, I mean, this is who they are and what they do. And sadly, it's only made it harder for Republicans to govern, harder for Republicans to pass their priorities forward, and it's just a frustrating deal. So it doesn't surprise us, it just frustrates us.
Do you think that Congressman Matt Gaetz is out for attention here?
I do.
That's it. But very bluntly. Look, I've had some Republicans tell me, including Congressman Ken Buck yesterday, that he simply didn't trust Kevin McCarthy at this point. I know you're from California. You've had a long history with Kevin McCarthy. Specifically, do you trust the Speaker of the House?
Yes, I absolutely do. I mean, this is the world of politics. It's tough, and sometimes things don't go like you hope. But what was asked of this Speaker when he first was elected Speaker was an open process. Well, an open process does not allow for a fixed outcome. And so these guys that are mad that they didn't get exactly what they want, when you ask for an open process where amendments are able to be debated and voted on, there's times that those amendments that you want fail, and that's what they got. But the reality is that's how the will of the American people is always going to work. And if you want an open and transparent process, we got it. We just can't guarantee that outcome that they expected.
And I'm also being told that Congressman Ken Buck just voted to oust Speaker McCarthy just a few moments ago. Congressman, I want to ask you, if you need Democrats to do things, does this mean that you are actually without a majority here?
Yes, and if you can see right now what's going on the floor, I mean, 11 Republicans voted with all the Democrats. In fact, they delayed as much as they possibly could to make sure they were all on the floor to help Matt Gaetz do what he's doing right now. And it's frustrating to watch. Ultimately, if we have to govern with some sort of divided government here or some speakership that changes things, it's not going to be what these guys that are taking McCarthy out want. It's actually going to get worse for him, and sadly, it's just not the way this place should run. I mean, we got to have a strong speaker that does his job and keeps the trains running on time, and I think McCarthy did that. He gave them the open process. They didn't like the outcome, and they're frustrated with themselves.
And Congressman Hakeem Jeffries said today, it is on Republicans now to join us to move the Congress and the country forward. Would you be open to working with Democrats and find some level of governing majority?
I've always been able to work with Democrats across the aisle, and that's something that I campaign on. But we have to have a majority that actually can bring bills to the floor and push those out. And we haven't been able to do that because of these same guys that are trying to take the Speaker down. I mean, they were frustrated with some of the outcomes, but the process is what they asked for. I don't think they understood what they were going to get. And ultimately, we're always going to look for ways to work across the aisle to get things to the president's desk. It's what we have to do, especially with a Democrat Senate and a Democrat president. But we'll see how this process plays out. But if we need to work with Democrats, obviously we will. For a leadership election, that's not the right place for that.
Congressman, what happens now?
Well, I think they were going to have a long, drawn-out fight, and those 45 days that we gave ourselves to finish the appropriations process gets wasted with, sadly, people's opportunity to just be on TV and potentially fundraise like we've already seen that they're doing. And
would you know, who steps in as Speaker here? You know, there's a lot of questions. Could be Steve Scalise. Obviously, he's going through, you know, medical issues right now. Who do you see as emerging potentially as the next Speaker of the House if this vote finally ends up the way it's expected in the next few minutes?
Well, none of us have had that conversation yet because we didn't believe that this would actually happen and that they would actually be, I mean, in the position where they'd actually do what they're doing. And it's frustrating, but there is no consensus candidate out there. There's no one out there that the Republicans look to replace McCarthy because he has been a strong speaker and he's done an amazing job. And from the other side of the aisle, they don't want to see a guy like McCarthy there. I mean, he's been the strongest fundraiser, the person that's done the most to gain the majority. And sadly, for Republicans, Democrats are probably happy to see him go. I mean, he was a strong weapon on our side. And I don't see a replacement for him.
Congressman, last question for you. Describe for me the mood on the House floor right now. I know you're about to go vote. Have you spoken with Kevin McCarthy a little earlier today, and did he seem dejected to you? Did he seem resigned to you the last time he came out to speak a short time ago?
You know, I actually sat next to him at lunch just a little while ago in his office. Our Republican delegation had lunch with him, and I've never seen him dejected. The Speaker has always had a great attitude. He's always looking forward and trying to find a way to move the ball in the right direction. Sadly, this situation has made all the rest of us very disappointed and disgusted with the whole process, and it's not a fun day for the rest of us. But the Speaker has always had a great attitude about his job, and he's happy to have it, and we would love to keep him there.
And Congressman, you sat next to him at lunch. Can you share something he told you directly?
No, most of the conversation was just stuff that was going on in California. I mean, obviously, my district borders his, and I share all 3 counties with the Speaker, and we focused on some of the issues going on at home, but we didn't really have any type of conversation on this vote here.
Congressman Valadao, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're going to go vote. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.